Hey, it's Coach Pete. If you're checking out the Family Business Performance Center, I wanted you to kind of see where we're at here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona in the western United States, and know that if we're working with you, we're in our little office here. We're on conference calls and video calls with families all over the globe. We're going to meet Karen Walsh, my girlfriend, wife, business partner of 30 years in our own little family business, and Bosco, my grand dog, works here too. So let's go in and see what we've got, okay? Hey, I want to introduce you to my girlfriend, wife, business partner of 30 years, Karen Walsh. Karen, say hi to the camera.
Hello, everybody.
I'd like to also introduce you to Bosco Walsh, my grand dog.
What have you guys been doing? Have you gotten anything done today?
Let's not deal with that right now. And we're back. You know, I'll tell you one other thing though. With a lot of family businesses that are got a lot of challenges, I say to them, you know, we could just turn this into a reality TV show, which would be kind of an interesting series. Listen, I've been to some websites and I saw the founder being interviewed by like the vice president of sales. So I thought I'd ask Karen Walsh, my business manager, to ask a few questions so you could get familiar with the Family Business Performance Center. You're on.
Hi, Pete.
Hello.
Can you tell everybody why you launched the Family Business Performance Center?
Yeah. I wanted to create something that would be a tool for family businesses that would live well beyond me. So the Family Business Performance Center is an educational center that will have videos, tools, and exercises for families all over the globe and can last a lot longer than I can.
That's great. What was your number one takeaway from your own family business experience at Walsh Brothers?
You know, I think my number one takeaway was that life isn't fair. That was my life's dream, to run that business. But as the reality set in, my uncle, he was the president, he was the principal owner of it, and you don't always get to have what you want. And so I think the other big takeaway was take responsibility for your own happiness. I mean, you know, we were together back then. There was a lot of frustrations and challenges. There was a lot that I loved about it, but at the end of the day, I had to take responsibility for my life, and I had to create a life that worked for me. So that's part of what I'm trying to teach other family members is whatever your situation, you need to take responsibility for your own happiness, and life's not always fair in the family business.
Well, it certainly brought us together, didn't it?
Well, that's a whole nother story. We met at the family business, but we digress for the moment.
So tell everyone why the family business is so difficult.
You know, personalities, playing out the family drama. I believe business is a competitive sport, and when you've got family members that you can't kick off of the team, it makes it really difficult. So a lot of folks lose sight of first be high-level business professionals, and then if that works, work for your family business. But people start to realize or think that they're entitled to work in the family business. They should be there. They should pay me this much. So I think, you know, primarily people should understand that business, you got to be a high-level business professional. I think that's part of the reason it's such a challenge.
Okay. Can you tell us what's the number one bit of advice you would tell family business participants that are not happy?
Take responsibility for your own happiness. Don't blame it on dad, the in-laws, the situation. Take responsibility. You know, I turned in the company car. I was the vice president of the company, and you came and picked me up, and I went home. I was like, you know, I'm going to take responsibility. Take responsibility for your own happiness. Don't blame it on anybody else. I love my uncle. I respect him. He's a good guy. He just had a different view on some things that I did. So don't blame anybody. Don't walk out of there and blame everybody. Take responsibility for your own happiness.
So how does the family business coaching at the Family Business Performance Center work for families?
You know, there's a set of tools. So part of it is you can watch videos, you can download exercises, you can email me questions, you can join conference calls, and for some families we go and work with them on site, and you know, some families come here and work with us in our conference room. So it's really designed to be kind of a do-it-yourself free stuff, and there's some other ways that we will come to you.
That's great. You have a lot of flexibility there.
Yeah, every family's different.
Are some family situations just unfixable?
You know, they probably are. And so to me, and I've said this in coaching, you know, I do corporate coaching. If I help the company and the coachee realize they're not good for each other, that's a success. So I'm not sure what fixable is. I wrote that question, so I'll have to give myself a mark for that. But yeah, some situations are just, you know, and in my situation, my uncle wasn't going to change some of the ways he looked at things, nor should he. Again, smart guy, super conservative. So fixable, yes, some things are unreconcilable. And rather than staying around miserable for 20 years, you should realize, hey, we need to agree to disagree. But your family business is like one part of your life. So no reason to stay there and be miserable. So I think fixable is realizing that it's not for everybody.
That's very true. So you have your own family business now, right here. Even after all the difficulties you had at Walsh Brothers, why did you create yet another family business? And is there anything you're doing differently?
You know, that is a really good question that I was asking myself this afternoon. No, you know, again, you and I, you worked elsewhere. We started together. You went and worked elsewhere. You came back. It's worked out beautifully for both of us. You know what you're supposed to do. I know. We know. Work together on it. So I think we did it for the right reasons. We've got William here from Hollywood filming with us today. That's a great way for us to interact and collaborate. So I think we're doing it for the right reasons. And when you came back to work here, I said, hey, let's make a promise to each other. If this doesn't work, if this is causing any tension in our marriage, our friendship, then let's not do it. And I think that's the piece people miss sometimes. I mean, it's okay if you're getting along and it works for all of you, but if it isn't, be prepared to not do that. So I think we're doing it a little bit different this time.
I agree.
Good.
So, William, let's turn it back to you. What's it been like working with your dad and in our family business? And what are you getting out of it?
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Well, you know, not only is Pete my dad, but he's also my life coach. So every time I come in here, I get some free coaching, which is awesome. And, yeah, it just gives us a chance to collaborate and do what we love and hopefully make the world a better place, and it's relatively drama-free environment most of the time.
You know, I hadn't thought about it till you said it there too. I mean, one of the things about our current configuration of our family business is you get to do what you're passionate about, and it lines up with our family business. So, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, a lot of times if you were doing something you weren't passionate about, it probably wouldn't work as well, and we love getting to work with you, and we've been making videos together since you were in college, and we've got about 50 videos. So it's a great way to collaborate. And our daughter Laura works with us part-time in accounting, and both of our kids have professions outside the family business, which is an important aspect as well. Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me. Love you guys.
Love it.
I'm going back on the camera now.
So, Pete, what's your long-term vision for the Family Business Performance Center?
You know, like I said before, I really genuinely want to make an impact in family businesses all around the world for a long time to come. So my vision is to sell Family Business Performance Center in 10 years to a wealth advisory firm, a university, an educational system, so that the tools can live on and continue to make an impact long after I'm gone.
That's fabulous.
Anything else? Thank you. You did a good job. Appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for listening and getting to know us a little bit and visiting us here in Phoenix, Arizona. We hope you'll write us. We hope you get a chance to work with us and experience some of our tools. Good job. Thanks.